If you want to experience what it's like to easily close half the people you speak with and be better than 99% of agency owners when it comes to closing, watch this entire video and then just steal my process and improve on it. See, in this recording, I have a recent sales call that I did where I closed a $750 a month deal in just one call. This was a local business owner. She was extremely skeptical. She even tried to end the call early and hop off with me before I sealed the deal, but she still handed over a credit card at the very end. So if you struggle to close sales with skeptical local business owners on agency services, this video is guaranteed to change that, I promise. I'm sharing the entire recording because this is a blueprint that I know I wish I had when I started my AI agency. And after 6 years and thousands of calls with skeptical local business owners, I've totally refined a process so effective and easy that over the past 6 months, I've personally used it to close 115 out of 186 calls that I've taken. And those sales, those 115 sales, has added on over $100,000 in new monthly reoccurring revenue to my AI agency. So really pay attention to this recording if you're really struggling with it, and then just take my process, implement it, evolve and adapt it, and improve on it. I hope this really helps.
What is going on?
Hi, I'm trying to start this. I'm working out of my mom's house this week, so.
Okay. Nice. What are you doing at your mom's?
She has like a progressive eye disease that was controlled, and then last week she had like a hemorrhage, and so she has to, hang on, I'm trying to turn the volume up here. She has to keep her face down 45 minutes of every hour, like face down, so they put air bubbles in her eye on Friday, and the air bubbles are trying to move the blockage away from her retina to try to save the vision. And so that's why I drove here on Saturday. Whenever we spoke on the phone, that's where I was driving to Nebraska. So I'm just trying to help her out because she's got a dog and she's got stuff going on, and she's healthy otherwise, but now she has to keep her face down 45 minutes every hour.
Oh my God, that sounds terrible.
It's terrible. I'm like, I can't even imagine. So and really boring too, you know.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun at all. So hopefully she'll make a recovery.
Friday is her next appointment, and so I mean, she's 79, she's healthy otherwise, but it just was a surprise that this happened. So
okay, gosh, well, yeah, good that you're there. Take care of her, make sure everything's all right.
Yes. So anyway, I think I scrolled through, Facebook and seen your ad a couple times, and then I was like, I'm just gonna fill out the form and hear what they have to say,
Yeah. Well, I know last time we spoke, it sounded like you weren't super happy with the digital marketing company you had worked with, and it sounded like there was some opportunity to improve some of the lead nurturing and follow-up processes to get people through the door, along with getting referrals and reviews. I think last time we had spoken.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure I want to jump onto another digital vendor for Facebook ads.
Yeah.
I'm trying to learn that myself because for 5 years, almost 6 for one of our gyms, we've owned these and we've paid, 7, 6, 5, 6. It keeps going up anywhere from 5,000 to 900 in admin fees a month, and then we get to pay, put 700, 800 towards the Facebook, advertising. So it's like we're paying out more in admin fees than we are even in our advertising budget.
Right.
And we have 2 gyms. So I was just kind of like, I know that it's going to be a learning curve, and I've thrown some things up there, but I don't know what's going to happen. But that's what I'm trying to do right now. But then I'm just trying to see, when you said, the Google reviews and that kind of, like we don't have anything in place except for like the automated leads and emails and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what gyms what F45 gyms you guys work with, or what your processes are. And you might be different than the 7 different digital vendors we've worked with over the last 6 years. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, then we can just focus on that. I mean, it makes sense if you're trying to figure out how to do the marketing on your own, which more power to you, especially if you can save $5,000 a month. Obviously that's a big expense, a big potential opportunity, but what impacts the results that you get from the marketing that you're doing can be stuff like reviews on Google, how you rank organically on Google, because when people see your ads, what they're going to do is they're going to look you up on Google.
Yeah.
Most likely. And if you don't have a bunch of frequent, good quality reviews, that can impact the conversion rate on your ads, the conversion rate of people opting into your website, just people becoming leads organically, right? Which are some of the best leads that you can get. Definitely better than
Right.
Facebook leads. And then obviously referrals are some of the best leads that you can get outside of everything else. So right now, when you guys do, get someone through the door, what does your all's process look like to like get a review? Is it just the team's expectation? You send out an email? Like, what does that look like?
Yeah, I mean, we have it automated right now through LoyalSnap. So they
Okay.
get an email after, I want to say 3 or 5 visits. I've tried to get, I believe there's an automated text as well. We were off LoyalSnap for 6 months because we were sold on Messenger AI through MindBody. It was a disaster. So now we went back to LoyalSnap. So now we're kind of, for probably the last 6 months, I don't think we got very many reviews. Now we've gotten some in the last couple weeks, just getting back on LoyalSnap, but we haven't had a system. I talked to, I'll think of it in a second, another guy that was trying to sell me on his Google review, like platform or whatever, but we never moved forward. That was about a year ago. But no, I agree getting the Google reviews, and then in terms of our leads, when a lead comes through, we always try to ask, do you want to bring a friend, that kind of thing, to double your leads. But the Google review thing, we probably have not, figured out.
Yeah. Okay. So then that's definitely an area of opportunity, is definitely getting the Google reviews. And then I also had my team pull a local Falcon report, and all it shows is how you guys rank organically on Google for the locations. Is this one of the locations? So like this is how you rank right here on Google. Obviously, if you're searching so all this shows is just how you rank based off where you're at in the market, where you're looking it up, gym near me. So
do we rank number 1?
I think this is where the gym is at.
Oh yeah, that's where the gym's at.
Yeah,
I got
so like
you.
if you're
All
in the
those little
gym,
red dots, all those red dots are.
so what this means is this shows you how you rank organically on Google, like where you literally rank if you search from that location. So if you're right here and you type up gym near me, you're going to rank number 11 on Google organically.
Oh.
Yeah. And then obviously like this is 7, but if you're 20 plus, that means you're on page 2 plus. So like to kind of, if I were to type this in, I live in Scottsdale. So, this is 1.
Lucky.
Yeah, so this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right, then you'd have to go to page 2.
All right.
That's what that means. So all this is showing is that right now you're pretty invisible organically, right?
So see where like that number 1 is for Cherville? Then our other gym, Crown Point, is like where that like 14 is over here. Just go east on Route 30 right there, a little further down. Just right there. Yeah, like that's probably right around where the other gym is.
Okay, yeah, because I think this is Crown Point right here. So we pulled one for Crown Point as well.
Yeah, that would be Crown Point. Yep.
Yep.
It's been open longer. It's been open almost 6 years in February, March.
Okay.
So it does a little better, it looks like, but
yeah. And then I think not too bad, but that's a small area, right?
it's actually big. It's bigger, probably, it just draws from just that area though. Like where Cherville and Crown Point can draw out a little bit further. The people that go to Valpo,
My mom had a good friend that went there. I actually have a friend that I know that went there.
yeah. And I mean, our Valpo, it's like it does okay. I mean, we retain our members. We do good there, and we have a great crew. But like, we get less leads in Valpo than we do the other two areas. But it's its own contained area. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, that's one thing that impacts this is because if people are looking up gym near me, training near me, studio near me, weight loss near me, that's how you're ranking organically, and that's going to impact people obviously converting that into your website, becoming a organic lead. And also, if you have a lot of reviews, that's also going to impact how people are going to opt in. Also, if they see your ads, because they're going to look up to see how you guys are doing and what type of results people are getting. So
Right.
That's just one thing that's really important that marketers don't really talk about, but it's something that impacts your organic lead volume, the performance of the ads. And if it's not addressed, then the ads aren't going to perform at the level that they could. So
Right.
it looks like there's definitely an area of opportunity there. And then let me just pull up one of these to kind of see what that, looks like in terms of reviews. You've got a good review. It's just you're not getting them super frequently.
No.
Yeah. So that's definitely an area of opportunity, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then when it comes to re-engaging leads that are in your all's database, or before I ask that, after you guys get reviews, do you guys have a process in place to get referrals from people that leave you reviews?
No.
Okay. So it's not like if you leave a review, you guys have a sequence of follow up with them, letting them know, hey, we're doing some type of promotion where you bring friends and family.
They get a different email for that. It's a refer a friend type of email, but it doesn't come directly after they leave a review.
Okay. All right. Well, there's a ton of opportunity there as well because when people leave reviews, they're really happy. If you can follow up leveraging a proven offer and make it really easy for them to share with their friends and family where you can capture their information, there's definitely a lot of opportunity there. Okay. And then when it comes to re-engaging dead leads and prospects and inactive members in your all's database, do you guys have a remarketing strategy for them?
I think we just kind of do every once in a while. We're like, oh, let's like send out a mass blast to our text or to our email of, an offer or whatever.
Okay.
I mean, you'll get an automated email of like, you still haven't made it to the studio. They get like every 30 days, 60 days, whatever. But then, and again, the last 6 months we didn't have WellSnap, so it was kind of messed up. But I don't think MindBody did the automations weren't working as well for texting or anything. So we just kind of a couple times Pancham sent out reactivation text on our behalf, and we probably would average 4 or 5, people signing back up because they got an offer, $99 for the first month or something like that. But we don't have it. We just kind of like throw it out there.
Yeah, and it sounds like it's very like direct offer where, hey, we've got this offer. Do you want to click the link below if you do? Is that kind of how it is on the email and the text that you've done in the past?
Or like for Panchams, I'm not sure. They had them reply to them and then they would let us know or whatever. But for ours, it would be like, either respond right back to us. It wasn't like a click and get the offer. It was more like respond back to this text or respond back to this email and we'll help get you set back up, back in the studio or whatever.
Okay, got it. That makes sense. So it's not like you guys were segmenting based off men and women and then re-engaging and doing that like regularly every like quarter?
No.
Okay. All right. So there's definitely opportunity there. And then when it comes to getting calls at the studios, do you guys have a process in place to track prospects that are calling in versus members?
We don't honestly get a ton of calls.
Okay.
But when we used Honey Nest, it was before Pancham, they had something set up that if somebody clicked on the ad, it would call our studio right away. And or it would call the lead actually. I don't know. We just never get a lot of phone calls either way.
Okay.
Like, I mean,
Do you have a way of tracking it though?
I think we can track it in our Ring Central,
Okay.
which is our, phone system, because we have a separate phone and texting, which kind of sucks, but
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. The reason why I ask is because one thing that we've recently been doing is we've made it so that people can track that, and it's kind of crazy because we found that a lot of gyms and studios miss like 70% of their inbound calls from potential new members or clients.
yeah.
And these are people that are organically, they've typically looked you up on Google, they found your number, and they're just calling to pretty much kind of looking to sign up. It's a lot
Right.
different from somebody that sees an ad on Facebook and sees an offer. These are people that are very high intent. So there's definitely a big opportunity there. If you're getting a lot of calls, but it sounds like right now you're just not really sure really what that looks like.
We kind of like probably don't direct them to call us necessarily. Like how you can put a call now button, or you can do, we don't really technically address them. And a lot of times when we do our outbound calls, which our team will do call, text, email, call, text, email, call, text, email, no one picks up, so we see better results with texting and email. And then somebody will say like, can I actually talk to you on the phone? And like they set up a time.
Okay. Got it. Yeah, that makes sense. And then when it comes to like the whole review process, referrals, reactivation, it sounds like right now that's really dependent on you and the team. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And then just overall for the gyms right now, the studios, how are things going in terms of growth? Have you guys been growing? Have you been stagnant? Have you been regressing?
Probably stagnant. Probably, yeah. I mean, I see the data, and I mean, it's like, gain 5, lose 5, gain 10, lose 6. But we're not like losing, but it's like we're pretty good at keeping the members. The thing is, once we get somebody in the door, we can usually sign them up. It's just, getting enough leads to get them in the door. But I mean, if you look at the whole last year, we're probably like where we started. I mean, which 2 out of the 3 kind of, I would say, profitable, whatever, pay for themselves. One of them is not. And so that's the one that we're just kind of like, there have been multiple reasons why, but, we're trying to figure out how to make that jump. Everyone I talk to is like, oh, we can get you this many leads and we can get you 50 new members, Pancham. And, and we gave them the key. I mean, I was paying them $1,000 a month to do not only the advertising, set up the ads, but also like the bookings and all that kind of stuff. Cause they said that was going to be the difference maker, and it just never did. So,
yeah. So they were also like nurturing the leads or just set up automations to follow up them.
Yeah. They were doing both. They were supposedly calling, the lead within 5 minutes and all that kind of stuff. But I mean, these were people that lived out of the country as far as I know. So.
All right. So that's what was happening. Okay. So, I mean, you've pretty much been stagnant over the course of last year. You've been trying some stuff with marketing. You're trying to do your own, but you really recognize there's some opportunity in the processes that the team is kind of supposed to be doing, but they're just really not. It's getting missed when it comes to getting reviews, referrals, re-engaging old ones.
Yeah, that kind of stuff, probably. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And then just overall, like going into this year, where are you looking to take things with the gyms and the studios?
I mean, we want to make a big push. One thing, I'm sure you're affiliated with Anytime Fitness. I know that Andy owns all those gyms, and I'm sure you guys if you're owner with him, you probably own Anytime Fitness also. But, we, in terms of like what we have locally, Mo Muzla is our owner here. And so, I mean, interesting with him is he used to work out at our gym before he opened Base Camp, and he had his whole family working out at our gym. So in some ways I was like, they're just trying to gain competitive intel, because then he wanted to go open Base Camp and he wanted to take our manager with him, so I get a little suspicious of some of these relationships.
I don't
Like,
work with the Mooslas. I've worked with them before, but they handle their own. They've always handled their own marketing, and they're very, particular about how they do their stuff. If
yeah,
you
yeah,
know
which is
them,
fine.
you probably so. Yeah,
They own a lot of local businesses,
yeah,
but so, but for the area where we live, I mean, we're the best. I mean, we are the best workout. We actually we were redoing our programming, so we have strength days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then we have our cardio Thursdays. We have our hybrid. So it's lining up with what people are looking for. 60 to 70% of the potential leads out there are looking for strength training in their workout. So it's like, I feel like we have a very big opportunity to really lean into that at 45 this year. And we just, need more referrals, need more people in the door. And I still think there's opportunity. What is the 45? Like, people don't even know what it is when they drive by still.
yeah, yeah. And right now, how many members do you have across the three?
About 200 and 130 or something like that.
So you have over 500. You guys have over 500 clients.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you should be getting a lot of reviews and referrals if you have that many people,
Yeah.
right?
And we do little contests sometimes throughout the year, like, bring a friend to class, or, like, right. I mean, like, we try to do those things,
Yeah.
but it's a lot of work if there'd be a better process to it, But
Yeah.
we should be getting more Google reviews and all that for sure.
Yeah, yeah, it's hard when you rely on the team to do it because a lot of the times it's kind of a losing proposition.
Right. I mean, yeah, everyone's busy, and even sometimes when I get asked to do a review, if I'm logged into my Comcast, I do have a Gmail, which I need to get rid of Comcast, but like, I'm like, oh, I got to log into Google then now, to leave this review.
It's not easy.
Right. Right.
Yeah, it's not easy, and that's something that we make very, very easy compared to what
Okay,
normally.
so tell me more about this part, then I want to hear.
Are you making money?
On
Are you
the
making
gym?
money at the studios? Yeah.
No, I have not taken I'm not taking any money out of it. So the two that make money, I kind of put over to the third one to supplement, to pay the bills there. So
Yeah.
I think we're on the we can definitely get there, but
Yeah.
we need to get an influx.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Based off this,
I have a full-time job. I'm in pharmaceuticals. So, I mean, I have a job.
Okay.
And my husband owns a business. And so when we opened these 6 years ago, he did not own that business. He was going to kind of run with them. But so, yeah, our goal is kind of just to build these up and probably sell one, and then maybe keep one. I don't know,
Okay. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing that. There's nothing else you feel like you could share that would benefit me in terms of your situation?
I don't think so. I mean, I think we have great coaches, managers, team. We have a great team. We are in great locations. We have great workout. I just think, yeah, there's something that's missing,
Okay. All right. Well, based off that, I know we can help you. So what we do is we help studios and gym owners like you that don't have great control over their growth strategy to get better control over it, leveraging the AI that we've developed at Andy's gyms and studios. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And one thing I want to mention, because we are a marketing and consulting company, is that everything we do is tailored based off the customer, where they're at, where they're trying to get, and what their current process looks like. And so for you specifically, since you're trying to handle the marketing on your own, and you don't have a good process in place to get reviews, to get referrals, and also re-engage old leads, this is what would make the most sense. So the first thing is the reviews, because right now you're not really getting a ton, but you do have good ones, and you're investing a lot of money into marketing, which directly impacts the results of the marketing that you do. So what we would do is we would connect our AI to all of your active members and then any new members that come in based off usage. And then what we do is we follow up with them via text, leveraging a quarterly raffle that increases the conversion rate into people responding to us a lot. Okay, so we're just reaching out to people pretty much saying, hey, we love your feedback. How has your experience been with us? If you give us your feedback, we will opt you in to a raffle to win a month free.
Oh,
okay. And then after somebody responds, if they say they're loving it, we ask them for a review. And we make it really easy for them to leave a review and let them know, hey, all you have to do is leave us a review to get your name put in. Okay, and anyone that doesn't say they're having a good experience, we just ask them for feedback. So we send them to a feedback form, we don't ask them for a review.
Yeah.
Okay, so by doing that, we end up getting a lot of great reviews and no bad reviews.
Yeah.
Okay, and then from there, once somebody leaves a review, we respond to that on Google because that also impacts how you rank organically. Is the engagement, obviously volume and frequency of reviews, quality, but also responding to them. And then after someone leaves that review, we follow up with them again on text, just saying, hey, if you want your name to be put in the raffle again, all you have to do is share this link with friends and family that would like to come in and try us for free and work out with you. So we create a link where there's a form where they can literally send it to friends and family, where their friends and family can submit their information and become a lead.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so that's how we're able to generate reviews and referrals without you guys doing anything different from what you're doing right now. You guys have over 500 active customers and a studio, right? You guys are servicing the heck out of people. You should be able to get a lot of reviews very, very frequently and a lot of referral opportunities just based off the fact that you guys do a really great job. You have a lot of customers. So what this ends up doing is really three things. Obviously, it gets you more reviews and it makes you rank higher organically, but it also gets you referrals. But the third thing is it keeps your team accountable. You have 3 locations, right? It's kind of hard to really navigate and know what's going on with the fact that your husband owns a business and you have a full-time job. And so what this does is everyone's going to be asked for their feedback, and not everyone's going to give great feedback. So there are going to be people that tell you guys how their experience has been if it's been negative. And what it then does is allows your team to know everyone's going to be asked how their experience is, which then keeps them accountable, but also gives you guys the opportunity to potentially save people as well that might be thinking about canceling. Because most of the times when people do want to cancel, there are some people that will straight out say like, these are the issues, I'm sick of it, I'm canceling if you don't fix it. But there are passive people that I'm sure you've experienced and interacted with that don't. But this gives them the opportunity to say how they feel and what their experience has been like, right? So does that make sense?
Yeah, we actually also used FitGrid. We use FitGrid. I don't know if you've heard of them. But that's more geared towards a review on our coaches. So if they're brand new to that coach, they get asked for a review on the coach. After X amount of time, quarterly, they get asked for a review. So like, because we were having some issues with people coming to us, sending us emails or whatever, like this coach is doing this. And so FitGrid's been great for the coach level, but this I think will be good for the overall studio level.
Right, 100%. Yeah, because you're going to be able to get just overall how the active customers are doing independent of the coach, but also get reviews and referrals, which is just free marketing off of your active customers. Okay. So does that sound like something that would help you out given the current strategy you guys have for getting them?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. The next thing, yeah, probably, or yes, I think it would.
Yes.
All right. The next thing that makes sense is the re-engagement of the old leads. So right now you guys have 3 locations that have been in business for a little while, which means you guys have a lot of leads in the database, but right now you don't have a really solid strategy to get back in front of them. And so what we would do is we'd segment them, upload them into our system, and then start re-engaging them to get them to show interest and then nurture them to book an appointment, qualify them, and get them in for a class. Okay, without spending money on ads. So the big benefit of that is, again, you're not spending money on marketing. This is just getting old people back through the door, and you guys aren't having to change anything you're doing other than updating it if somebody shows up or not, and you sell
them. So this is old leads, old members, or you kind of put them in buckets, or?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I mean, the only thing we do with that is kind of LoyalSnap has its own automations on that. But like I said, we have to push out an SMS blast or a email blast if we want to do it ourselves,
Yeah, and then if someone responds, you guys have to follow up with them.
Yeah.
And if you're not on top of it, those can be lost opportunities.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, I don't know. I guess I want to see that, to kind of see what that is to understand that part more.
Just see an example of like what that looks like?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can show you that. Just in terms of the process, what do you think?
Hang on, my sister. No, I think I think so. I don't want it like another vendor, another overlap of something. So that's why, like, now that we got Loyal Snap back, we do have some automations there. We are able to do SMS blasts. You can only do them so, like, I guess I would just want to see kind of where that part of it would work with what we already have in place with Loyal Snap.
Yeah. So let me show you an example. All right. So this is someone that we've been doing this for. Can you see my screen?
Yep. Let me put on my glasses again.
Okay. No problem. All right. So you can see here, these are their reviews, right?
Yep.
So we started with them like 3 weeks ago, right? So this is where it started. It's pretty obvious, right? And then over here, this is high level. We white label high level to follow up the leads. But this is an example of somebody that we re-engaged and then got them booked in. Make sense?
Okay. So what? There's a whole nother dashboard.
Yeah. So as far as the results we get, we put it on ours so that you can see exactly what's happening.
Okay. I guess I'm trying to WhatsApp, email. So this Evolve Strength, though, they might not have their own CRM or anything. It's like we have MindBody, we have Loyal Snap, we have Pipeline Solutions. We have 3 things right now already. We have an opportunities tab, stuff like that. So yeah, I just have to think about it a little bit more on that part of it.
Yeah. Well, as far as re-engaging old leads, you guys can keep doing what you want to if you want, as far as that's concerned, but specific to getting reviews and then obviously referrals, that is pretty much, you guys don't need to really be doing anything else on there other than once you guys get negative feedback, you guys need to respond to it. And then whenever we get a review, what we do recommend doing is calling them. We have a script that's proven to get a lot of referrals that you guys do follow to get even more, to double tap these people, even though we are following up with them. But if that is all you wanted to do, then you don't need to use this different system.
Yeah, I just don't see us putting another system in, because we literally have MindBody that feeds into Loyal Snap, but we also have this new Pipeline Solutions that got launched to F45, which is kind of a KPI dashboard, but it has like everything from MindBody goes into that too, and it has the opportunities tabs, and it tells you who to reach out to. And so our managers and our team is already working out of those 2 dashboards.
Does it look like this? The Pipeline Solutions?
Yeah.
Does it look like this?
It looks similar to that. Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. It's high level.
Okay.
That's what it's got to be. So
yeah.
Well, if that's the case, if you're an admin on it, you can add us as an admin and we can run it through yours. You can add us as a we can make you a sub account on Pipeline, which is high level, and we can run it through there. That could potentially be something, as long as you can give us that admin access, which you might not be able to do.
I mean, I can give you Loyal Snap access, but Pipeline, I thought it was created by some F45 owners.
Pull it up.
All right, let me pull it up. You see it? So Pipeline Solutions, but yeah, it's got like this opportunities tab. This is Crown Point. So it's basically like membership, like you can see here, like at-risk members, review suspensions. You go down here, members with less than 2 visits. So this one is more about, this is like new leads. So they've not yet made a purchase, but they came in. Let me change to like, okay. But then like membership manager, it just kind of tells you like what to do in terms of like their next send cancellation capture survey, I don't know. So I don't know if Pipeline Solutions would be the same as yours. See how it
Yeah,
says
it doesn't look like you're really following up with leads in here.
No, that would be more Loyal Snap. Do you want to see Loyal Snap?
Yeah, I mean, we wouldn't be doing it. We're not going to get connected on Loyal Snap and follow up, but I'm familiar with Loyal Snap.
Oh, okay. So they're telling them on there what leads to follow up with, but it's not a CRM yet. So they still have to go into Loyal Snap to follow up with.
I see.
Like, you can't send an email from that pipeline and you can't send a text. She's like, that's coming next. That only because they were supposed to give us a KPI dashboard that they had not given us yet. So that's why they rolled that out.
Okay.
But Loyal Snap is where you go in and, you can do the SMS blast or you can do the email blast.
Yeah.
Reactivation.
Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, if that's the case, like I said, right now, it sounds like the area for the most opportunity is just in reviews from the 500 active members you guys do have. So that you get higher organic ranking, which will impact the ads, but then also get people to tell friends and family to get referrals through the door, in addition to what you have right now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I can walk you through what it would look like as far as our next steps, if that's something you wanted to do, but you tell me. Where do you want
I mean, it depends, like the cost and all that kind of thing, of kind of what that looks like.
Yeah, finances aside, just in terms of the process, do you feel like this is something you'd want to do as far as the reviews and referrals are concerned?
Yeah, I mean, that is a logical thing that I think is missing, but.
Okay. All right, cool. So this is what it would look like if you wanted to get started. First thing we do is we process payment, sign the agreement, we book an onboarding call so that we can jump on and get everything we need to get this going so that you guys are clear, you and the team, on what exactly it will look like that people are seeing, right? And what we're following up with them with as far as the texting is concerned. Okay, with us, just to do that program, it's a 12-month program. We give you the first month at the 12-month rate, and if you don't want to continue after the initial month, we give you an out where you just have to let us know 5 days before it renews into that 12-month program. Make sense?
I guess, yeah. Oh, it's a no contract.
Well, it is a contract. It's just the initial month. If you don't want to continue after the first 30 days, you don't have to. And then from there, it goes into a 12-month program.
Okay, so let me just write that down after the first 30 days. Okay.
Okay. So the investment per month for the program to start getting you guys reviews without you changing anything you're doing is $250 a club a month.
And then what about for multi-studios if you bring on 3 at once?
$250 a club a month. We normally charge $400.
Okay, I'd have to think about that one.
Okay.
But so that's just it. So you pay the $250, you onboard. If you can cancel within the first 30 days, if you don't cancel, it goes to a 12-month contract. Who else do you work with?
We're not working with any F45s, but we work with a lot of different studios.
Okay. Like franchises and standalones, or?
So, I mean, we work with a lot of franchises like open gyms, but we work with a lot of independent yoga studios. We work with a bunch of independent studios as well.
Okay. And where are they located? How long have they been working with you?
So they've been working with us for over a month now. They actually just signed up for our coaching program, but they initially came in for reviews.
Gotcha. And so, like, what have you guys found in terms of the referral program? Like, what can you expect from that?
So, I mean, you guys have a ton of active members. So what we found is that the results with this are a lot better with a studio because you guys are servicing people. At an open gym, it's not near as powerful, right? Because at an open gym, you go do your own thing and work out. So that's what we found is that it gets a really good result with studios, but at the end of the day, it comes down to you guys. How well are you guys servicing people?
Right.
Right, because that's going to impact the conversion rate of people leaving reviews and referrals.
So then your offer of a free month and then to get resubmitted if they send a friend for another free month. Is that an offer that most people find like exciting?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why we do it.
And is that a free month for each person they?
No. So it's a quarterly raffle where they have a chance to win a free month.
Oh. So, and it would be like just people from the Shareable studio or the Crown Point studio or the
Yeah,
Valpo.
exactly. So
Okay.
it'd be studio by studio, independent of one another.
And then, if we have a refer a friend program like we do, where they can get, right now it's 25 off their membership and the person that joins gets 25. It hasn't ever really been, how should I say it? Like
Effective.
effective. Effective. Yeah, for some reason that just not, and we've even been like, okay, you get 50, they get 50, but we don't, we just don't have a process behind it. So that's probably why,
Yeah, right now your process is dependent on your team, and you've got a full-time job, and so does your husband.
Right.
And your team's running the studio.
Yeah, exactly. So they can win it for months. Yeah, I mean, I could see where that'd be effective. And so then walk me through in terms of, so like, what do you do? We give you we download a list from Mindbody or something, or how do you get the information?
Yeah, so we can actually get connected on Mindbody to make it so that we don't have to get a list from you. So anytime you sign someone up, like you get a new member, and based off your activity report, we follow up these people.
Gotcha.
Right, and we're doing it every 30 days based off usage if they haven't left any feedback or a review.
Okay. All right, every 30 days. So I'd be the first at 45. And for you guys already instituted this in like the 47 gyms of like Andy owns or whatever.
Andy owns 127 Anytime Fitnesses.
127. Okay. So you guys have been using these already for that subset of gyms? Have you used it for like
well, and so it's being done there.
Okay. And what's the result there? I think because Base Camp kind of is similar, probably in price to F45.
Yeah, so I mean, their reviews, we've been doing at his for like 5 months. So their reviews have gone up by over double, and his base camps have been open since right after COVID.
Okay.
So they opened up in like 2020.
Yeah, which two of ours opened in 2019 and one of them opened in 2021. So
yeah, so I mean, their reviews have gone up a ton, but more importantly, what they've noticed is that they've gotten more organic traffic.
Yeah. And yeah, and we do post quite a bit on our on our social. So our organic posts are up, so if people do go to our sites, we have plenty of posts going up every day.
Yeah, but like people go to Google and look up gym near me, weight loss near me, training near me, right? To find out solutions, and that's where they've gotten more organic traffic. Because people are going.
I get you. Okay, because you're higher.
Yeah. Like they're getting more organic leads without spending more money on ads, is what I'm saying. So they're getting more organic website traffic.
Okay.
Yeah, so their organic website traffic's gone up by like 20%, and then their referrals have gone up by like double across the 3 base camps they have. He has 3 up in Madison, Wisconsin.
Yeah, I think I remember that from when I talked to him. So, and you're not offering this to Mo and those guys near us. Then they're not using the same strategy.
No. I do it with one in New Lenox.
Oh.
Businesses. So if you know a plumber, if you know there's a lot of different businesses that this works for. We just started doing this, and it found it so effective that now we're starting to expand it out to other businesses. So if you have friends in the local community that a chiropractor, a dentist, like it really applies to almost any type of business where you're getting service, right? Like you're going in, you're getting their contact information, and you're even a hairdresser, right? Like it works for that. So this is what I'll say is when it does work, if you can get us connected with anyone and they sign up, we'll just not charge you anything. right? So if you get us anyone, we'll do it for you for free, every single person that you get us, and then we'll start paying you. We can work out something cool with that, but I'm positive that this will work.
I'm going to take a leap of faith with you then. I'm going to take a leap of faith with you.
It's not a leap of faith. You've got to have almost, 500 members. You don't have a lot of reviews.
I know. Okay. All right. Then fine. Let's do
next step is just
I've kept you on the phone too long.
Next step is getting the agreement signed, processing payment, and booking an onboard. Does that sound good?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. All right. The email that I have is the to get signed.
Yeah. Is it a separate agreement for each one?
No, it's just one agreement.
Okay, because I mean, I have 3 different credit cards I would want charged though.
That's not an issue. I can make 3 separate accounts on our back end where we process, but as far as the agreement's concerned, it's just one.
Gotcha. I know lots of local business owners too.
Good, because that's something that we're noticing is that everyone we've signed up, like I'm signing you up right now on reviews, they end up paying us like $1,500 a month to actually work with us on other stuff because of how good it works. If you work with me and I sign you up on ads like Tantrum did, what happened?
With Tantrum?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what happened. I honestly don't.
Well, you got your bad results and now you're pissed, right?
Yeah.
Right? So what we found is that with the review stuff, it works so well to the point where people are like, what else can you do for me?
Right.
And so that's why I'm so confident it's going to work for you. But if you've got a bunch of other local business owners in your market outside of the Moose Plus, we can definitely help them out because it's just something that a lot of people miss.
Right.
And don't have a process for.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just like, these courses I'm taking, I'm like, I'm just confused. I mean, I got it. I kind of got some ads up and running just to get them up and running, but it's more like the back end stuff of like, okay, is my CRM connected correctly? Blah 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 blah. Like that kind of stuff, which we'll see. But
yeah, well, it's definitely a lot of work doing the ads, but you've been doing this for a long time now, and you've probably paid over 200 grand to ad agencies.
I don't even want to know. That's why I'm going to take it on. And then
Okay. So I'm sending you the agreement. Let me know when that comes through.
All right. And I do have to run in like 2 minutes because I got to help my mom with something.
Okay. Do you have a couple more minutes so that we can make the 3 separate invoices, or do you need to go?
I actually have to get my mom's dog to the groomer. That's what I have to do. I mean, I have like 5 minutes, but like,
well then pull up that agreement. Go ahead and pull it up. I sent it to you. I want to make sure you're good with it so we can get that signed off on, and then we can book the onboarding call. And what I can do is I can just send you the 3 separate invoices after we've done that. That way you can get them paid before that onboarding, and we'll be good to go.
All right, review documents. Who is on the onboarding call besides myself?
So it'll be Brandon, a guy named Brandon Fielding.
Oh, but I don't need anyone from my team on it?
No.
No, okay. Let's see, continue. What's the texting fee?
So it's a quarter of a penny to send or receive a text message since we're reaching out to these people asking for a review. So if we send 1,000 texts, it'll cost about $8.
Gotcha. What do you need me to do next?
Did you sign up on the agreement?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So all we need to do from there is just schedule an onboarding call so that we can get you set up. Do you have your availability on hand?
Well, yeah, I'm here till Sunday, so I don't know how quickly, but let me see what I got here. So what do you guys have? I mean, it looks like I've got time tomorrow afternoon or on Thursday.
Do you have, are you on Central Time?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have 8 a.m. Central?
What day?
Thursday?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, then we can book that.
What do you call yourself? Gym members?
Gym members now.
Okay.
All right.
All
So I
right.
sent that
Let's do
invite
this.
over. I'm excited. I mean, the studios are the ones that have done the best. And if you know a lot of other business owners, I know we're going to be able to get a lot of other business and get this going for you for free.
Yep.
All right. So I sent it over to you. Please make sure that you received it and accept it.
All right.
And it will have come from Brandon Fielding.
Mm-hmm.
You got it?
Invite. Yep. Add to calendar. Done. Did I accept it? Does it show I accepted it? Yes. Oops.
You're all good. So all we need to do from here is I'm going to send you the invoices for the 3 separate studios. Just make sure that
Okay.
you get those paid today so that that's knocked out. And then from there, once I process these things on the back end, you will get a couple emails from my team, welcome email outlining some next steps. And then you'll jump on with Brandon. He will be able to get connected to everything he needs to get this going. And so that we can get it running. Brandon owns 12 Anytime Fitnesses and then 3 InMotion Stretch Labs. So he's definitely a good reference. If you have any questions on anything going on in business, you guys might be able to strategize. He might be able to help you out from there.
I actually know this other place that I mean, she works for Google actually, but they have this huge baseball facility training hub that they're trying to do for, football and other things now. It's a kid kind of whatever, but I'm sure she might be interested as well.
Okay. All right. Well, what's your cell? Because I'm going to shoot you a text from my cell so that when we do really well, it's very easy for you to connect. Okay. All right. Well, I'm looking forward to working with you. I'll shoot you a text that way you've got my personal cell. If you need anything from me, let me know. I am one of the owners. So if you got any feedback, let me know and we'll go from there.
Thanks, Jacob. Okay. Thank you so much.
Have a good one.
You too. Bye.